Hey chatters, how are you guys doing today? Hope your day is well. Hope your evening is well. Wherever you are in the world. Night. Some places is night, some places is day. Either way, we all got these particular weather that we don't agree with over on this side, right? We had a little storm, a lot of people got stuck in their yards, including myself. We had a little storm come in. Yeah, the storm came in, and we have a lot of snow right now. A lot of snow. This is like the perfect time for the kids to go sledding because there's an immense amount of snow and it's nice and fluffy, but of course it's cold, right? Last night, me and you guys, whoever was here on our dark lives, because there's a lot of late night lives that we do. Cartier, baby, how are you? That we don't keep up. Or late night lives are just junky lies, mix up live, or we're listening to mix up. But you guys know we offer a different perspective in the way we view what people consider to be mix up or drama. Right? And late last night, I was having a conversation about Lisa Hyper, and we was playing some of the videos, with her talking, and just raging so many allegations against people. And many, say she has mental health, as well as she admitted on camera on the flex that I saw them say. She didn't particularly say a doctor tell her or people. I don't know who tell her, but I told you guys on my live yesterday that I didn't witness any diagnosis specifically. And until I witness it, I don't know how to go with exactly diagnosing somebody publicly. Now, if that person state about themselves, I will repeat what that person state about themselves, right? And she come and talk certain things. Alleged family members come and talk certain things when it comes to Lisa Hype and stuff like that. But one of the main topics here is our mental health. And I said I wanted to come back and talk to y'all about mental health and that we ought to consider our own mental health. And I will use Lisa Hyper as a valid example. She's a Jamaican woman. She's, very popular. She's in dancehall, she's known, right? But we see some behaviors that she's been showing people that people are questioning. They're saying, there's no way she could, be all the way there, and is exposing these types of information or putting herself in danger, by doing these things. And you and I have witnessed on a video, and several videos, that Lisa is violent, Lisa is vulgar, Lisa is verbally aggressive, and she will become physically aggressive if the situation calls for it. We see that she's more so the agitator or the aggressor, because I see that she walks up on people, in people's face with the phone, and they do this. And now she see one another taxi man, she take the phone and they basically lick the taxi man in her face again. It's crazy, right? So many are saying Lisa has a mental health problem, and we can clearly see it. And like I said before, I don't doubt that this woman completely has some mental instability going on here. But I also want to highlight that not because a person might having, in the moment might be having a mental break or a mental health breakdown or whatever. Sometimes people go through midlife crisis. Sometimes people lose their husband, lose their wife, lose their kids, or maybe you're at a particular place in your life that you've never been, and now you're in fear. Now you got anxiety. Now you start to talk to yourself, because your life changed and things now work. Or some of you, poverty is what caused mental health for you, because you've been traumatized for so many years through poverty and the lifestyle that you have been born into. Now, don't think for some reason that poverty can't traumatize people, because it sure can. Because the poor people don't usually have the resources that many people do, and the help that is needed for them. People are not always willing to allocate that help towards the poor. And when you live a certain lifestyle for so long, it takes a mental toll on you, the way you process things, the way you communicate things. And a lot of times you will use your situation to dictate other things in a mental way that's not right. And because you're so used to your position and you're so used to where you are, you think it is a normalistic thing for somebody to do, and it's not. And so much of us grew up in a culture that trauma is a big part of Jamaican culture. Trauma, mental health is a big part of Jamaican culture. And one of the things that is not as a big part of the culture as it needs to be is mental health facilities or mental health services being available to the masses for free or for even cheap prices, even for the poor to be able to afford, or services that can assist them with paying for those services. Because I'm going to tell you something, a lot of us sit back and we go through this, we go through that, and you think that you can just go to work and work it off, or sex your husband at nighttime, sex your wife at nighttime, and that will solve your problem. I come to tell you and to remind you that if you don't deal with it, it will deal with you. If you don't deal with your problem that you face, no matter how minute it is, no matter how people may look at it and say, well, that's no big problem. If it is a problem to you and you don't deal with it, problems have a tendency of reoccurring, popping up like a bed bug out of the blue in your life, in places where you're like, what the heck is going on? Where is this coming from? Some responses, that people may even have to their husband or to their wife, and your husband is like, why are you like this? Your wife is like, why are you like this? Trauma responses, response that people may have because of what they go through, and how bad the impact was for them when it comes to how negative it was. There's a lot of our young people in our culture. Number one, their parents are uneducated when it pertains to mental health. Remember, we're not talking and calling people dunce. That's not the connotation here. What we're saying is this: within the culture itself, when there is not any kind of I would say any kind of consistency when it comes to help for mental health in Jamaica, it's nothing set in stone. You know understand what I'm saying? Like you come to America, in America, it's the biggest problem. So in America, you can find services, boom, 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 for mental health, right through. And even the judges and the, if you got caught, you get in trouble because of your mental health, they will literally assign you to get mental health help. But in the Jamaican community, the mental health is not an highlighted issue as it should be. And I am saying, Andrew Holness and all of you leaders down there, I wish that you would level up the culture. Level up Jamaican people. You guys are doing all type of stuff and this and that. But when the people are mentally off, the whole entire Jamaica not going to work out. Because some of these young people are suffering like a dog. And you're saying, oh, well, you're not a criminal, and you guys just go ahead and equate every issue to criminality. No, when people are living in impoverished situations and they got to go kill somebody for food, baby, they will be willing to do it because they're hungry. Because it's either going to be me or you. Because what we're saying is it's a dog-eat-dog world out there today. Last night we heard Lisa Hyper mention some idea about sacrifices, blood sacrifices, for the gain of money, notoriety, popularity, whatever you want to call it, Illuminati, whatever is out there. We know this to be a fact. This is not a secret in society, and in Jamaica alone, it's not a secret in America. It is known to be so. You can go up on Google and find legitimate things that can show you and direct you to that information. So it's not that, people like her is lying. No, she wasn't lying, I don't think, about that particular situation, because that's true. And it's not just for Jamaican people. There's many things we do for money. There's many things you are willing to do. And a lot of you take people's life and nobody knows what's actually wrong with you. But God will know what because you're gone mental. And because you go on the car and then on the hill and the river and you pay one man 100,000 to take out the brother who went close to you. And I'm going to say this. A lot of people too, their mental health is attached to demonic activities. You hear what I say? A lot of you are off because of demon activities in your life. It is not because you are sick in your head. It's not. It is the lifestyle you live, and it's the open doors you have. You have no peace. Because first of all, if you're living a particular gun lifestyle, how can you have peace? If you're living a bad man lifestyle and you're pie, shotgun, grab and kill people, how can your mental be stable? No way you can be stable as a human being. Right? Especially if you have something we call conscience that God made everybody with, whether you're saved or unsaved. You know what is right and what is wrong. But after a while, you will notice people are turned over to what the Bible equates to a reprobate mind. When you are reprobated in your mentality, you are at a place where nobody can tell you anything, including our King. He cannot tell you nothing. You say, you shut the door to God and you shut it down. When you think about those things in our life, I say to myself, my God, imagine when a person they live this certain lifestyle, the gun lifestyle or the murder lifestyle for so long. After a while, your mentality switch from the mentality your mama teacher, your granny teacher for the good. All of a sudden, no, killing people is a thing for you. It is normalized. It is acceptable in your mind. It is sick stuff to people like me. It is sickening, right? It's disgusting. But to you, it is normal. Yeah, mash up the boy, bust out the boy, you know, marrow out our head. And you speak these words out loud as though it is a normal thing. So I know for a fact, a lot of you, you're fighting demons and you're not in the Lord, so you're not aware of what you're fighting. So people will come and say, a mental health, naturally, in a physical manner, when we're not dealing in spiritual work. In a physical manner, doctors usually diagnose you with something. That is what they're going to do. They're going to give you pill, they're going to give you injection and stuff like that. And most time the doctors will never be able to tell you, 99% of course, because if they're a Christian and a Holy Ghost, they're not going to know. There's some activities that go on is demonic work. Demonic work. It's not because you're crazy. It is because you're under spiritual oppression. And a lot of you open those doors to be under oppression because you're opening doors that you know you don't have no business. A lot of you open doors to witchcraft in your life. And every night, you're going to lay down the incubus and succubus demon and sex you off every night. And you wonder why you have this good sex in your dream. It is demonic. If you're having consistent sex in your dream or having sex in your dream where it come like a real and you wake up and it come, it is demonic attack. I come to tell you how it go. Hard talk, real talk. It is not your husband. I'm sorry. It is not the boy we are lots of and the woman we want. It is not her. But that demon sure enough know how to put their face on and come appear in your bed. Me now ask Christ, I tell you how it go. It's the truth. No. And it is nothing new. Because a lot of women speak of this. This is not a secret. This happened to me before. It's not a secret. There's all type of demonic work. And when you're not observing anything, paying attention, when you're not in Christ, right? In Christ, because it's the only way you can overcome demonic things is in Christ. You yourself have no power to stop your mental from being, messed up. If God doesn't keep you through what you're going through, all of us will be mental. Because when you out there say you can't buy shoes to your picnic, or it drive you crazy. When you out there say you can't feed a picnic, it drive you crazy. As a certain good thing happen in your life, you start feel like you are mad out. Imagine if a deeper situation happened to you, what would happen to your mental? We do not have the capacity to bear certain burdens as human beings. And if the Lord himself did not even give us 100%, capacity, in our brains to use up. So, imagine if God will allow us to use 100% of our brain. How human beings would actually be. God smart enough. God, you're smart. Hey, you're good enough. You're good. Because it's only a small percent of our brain that we utilize as human beings. And then our brain is not even fully developed until we're about 25. Fully developed at 25. So when you think about it, think about all the experiences that you may go through, all the traumas that you may face, all the pain and hurt you may face, relational issues, life issues, social issues, work issues, all through your life. God forbid, your mama dead, your father dead early, and you're not in the life, you live on the street, whatever the situation happened that traumatized you. Can you imagine a person that is not fully developed in their brain? Oh, their mental messed up before they reach full age of development? Because during that growing process, during that time of development, if you're having all this trauma happen to you, even the very way your brain roll and what they call them? What can I just call it brains? Even the coils that are in your brain, the way all the waves of the coils grow and move. When you have gone through certain things, it changes the way how it actually grows. Certain trauma changes it. You can't go in a science, go find it coming and make you up. But it's a chat it bad. No. I want us to be mindful of what we're going through personally. I want you to be mindful of your husband next to you and your wife next to you, and that when they're not okay, that we ought to take a moment, take a break. We ought to invest in our mentality. We ought to invest in our mental ability to do whatever we are do, because some of we are do too much and I know say it affect your brain. You go out and work 24 hours a day and you have nothing. You come home and pick me a ball in your ears and you get no sleep for the last 36 hours. No good sleep, 1 hour, 2 hours. mentally, you're not going to be okay. You understand me I say? And a lot of us don't understand how mental health become a thing. Mental health become a thing for a lot of people because of just regular schmegular degular life. And it's not something you're supposed to frown upon. It is not something that if somebody's having a mental issue, you're going to laugh at them. You're going to discriminate them. Miss Lataya. You're going to discriminate them because they're having a mental breakdown right now. Let me tell you something, Mrs. Smuddy. Already, when I know a person in my life, I'm thank God to God save them and deliver them from that now. But that person was a normal person, have me money and work, good job, everything, life nice. Build a much house, rich our money and I go on good. And me say people are fight with the person wickedly. Because them send spiritual warfare against her too at that time. But the only thing could have been deliver her God. But when she gone mental and have a nervous breakdown because she work. You can't even barely see your picnic. Work. One day you get up and it just break. The whole entire mental what she have break. And she started doing things that is not mentally sound. You understand? And it's like, yeah, people say, what happened to her? And when you think about it, you say, Ratty, that's crazy. But she was a normal person like anybody else. Like anybody else, she was a normal person. Right? Like anybody else. And she broke. So don't ever look at people and look down on them when you see them in a position where they're breaking or in a position of vulnerability. You understand? A lot of you are laughing at Lisa Hyper. No, Lisa Hyper speak well for facts. Just because of the way she do things where people don't accept her. There's some facts the woman has speak. Yeah, but it's the way she's going about it and the way she's showing how even that her mental health is off as well. Because any woman that come around come tell nobody how the mother she belly and how much man them sit down with her and how a Tory go and a fight everybody and is all aggressive towards everybody is a person that their mental is not stable right now. So me and you know so there is some mental, thing when they put on the woman the head. Alright? Now we have to be mindful of what we sit back and allow as a people. We have to consider what we allow in our brain, what we listen to, because a lot of people sit down and listen to a kind of fart, and nothing goes so. But then sit down and listen to it. Don't let nobody put you in a shame because you say to somebody, say, me not feel alright, me not good. Don't let nobody put you in a shame because of none of that. I just saw a mother having a mental breakdown and their children was recording the breakdown. The woman cut off her hair and the woman just tell them to clean up the house and it's like, but she's freaking out like in a one way where me I say, Ratty, the house not even that dirty. And the woman I say to the pitting them boy if you clean the house but the way she have gone, you can see that this woman is having a mental break right now. You can see that the woman is having a moment where she had enough. I don't know if it's her job. I don't know what caused her to break like that. But the child, I'm glad that the child recorded it because sometimes you have to record these things for evidence purposes, for a person to see or, whoever is going to, be able to help them, the doctor, you can show the doctor what are some of the, episodes look like, So thank God for camera, because camera is terrible, but camera is also a good thing. Because camera capture a lot of things that you and I might not be able to explain to people is happening with somebody close to you. When we look at the life of the people, I just know that if we don't take our mental health serious, life is going to take you out. And that's the truth. Right now, if you don't have the Lord, how can you bear this world? Look on life and look on the sufferization of people under. Hold on. Look at all the sufferation people under. It has a potential of taking you out of a good mental space and putting you in a bad mental space. First of all, when you think about inflation is real. Inflation is real. People are financially in a pit right now, trying to get their lives together. And God forbid you have children. Can you imagine not being able to provide the proper care for your child because what? You don't have it financially, the mental toll it takes on you as a mother, as a father, as anything you are to them. Maybe you're an aunt that's raising them, maybe they lost their parents, because every child is in a different situation. Some people don't even have the parents there with them. That is hard enough by itself. And some people have the parents around but never care about them. The parents abandon them, neglect them, all kind of something. So you know what? I just know that we all have been through different things. And we're not supposed to try to, bring people down when you see them have some mental break. Because it really, honestly, can happen to you and me at any moment. When you think about our life and how busy our life is and all the stuff that we have in my mind. Sometimes I say, God, I don't know how my brain was. Because sometimes I 10 things, 20 things, me have to do this, me have to I have to remember everything. And after a while, sometimes it mentally drain you. Your mind just feel heavy. Sometimes you just want to scream. You say, you know what I mean? Sometimes, God forbid, something else happen now what you never expect. Mighty God. And I want another financial problem then upon you. You start scream. People that think say you're mad. And I really mad, you're mad, It's not really mad, you're mad. Sometimes you don't even know how to express yourself. And a lot of people express themselves through drinking, smoking. They go out and they have sex, to express themselves as well. Because that's another way, that people use to try to solve them. I don't know why people do it, but people do it all the time. Sex. Once you have somebody next to you, hold you, that will do some kind of temporary, fixing. And it doesn't fix us. It really just doesn't. You know what I'm saying? I want us to consider, I want us to be mindful, not just of your neighbor, not just of the person in your house, your husband, your wife, your kids, but I want you to be mindful. I want you to be mindful of your own self, mindful of your own mentality, mindful of where you are in life right now. And if you need a break, please take one. If you need breathing room, allow yourself to take that. Don't let anybody tell you not to take a break. Because not having a break and being so imbalanced in the way we operate often is an issue. It's often an issue. And sometimes there's a cultural thing to it too where, okay, Jamaica, we are workaholic, we are hard worker. No, but we can be. But at the same time, we are the same people that we work ourselves to death. And it's not good. It is not good. It is not a brownie point. It is not something we want to gloat on it like it's a good thing. It's not that good, It's really not that good. Because if you don't know when to take a break and you don't know when to rest, a man that can't rest is a man that is not going to endure the journey. Trust me. You can't go up a marathon and a train to go up a marathon in a life. You will pass out. And such is life. Chad, as I'm on this one road, if you see my phone cut out, just know say. Me dey on the piece of road there where I always make my phone and cut out. Got no service on the road there. Alright? So, take your mental health seriously. Put yourself first. Because someone will get up and put everybody else's mental health above yourself. You care about everybody, but nobody not care about you. You, they watch out for everybody mental health. Yeah, they call a doctor to get them in a therapist. And look for you. You're not getting no help for yourself. Give yourself grace. Give yourself a moment for yourself. Give yourself the same grace and love you give your neighbor. Just like you want to go find help for your neighbor, find help for yourself and be willing to say, you know what, I want this time for me. And I mean, nobody tell us you don't deserve it because you deserve it. Especially if you have been a consistent person in what you're doing. You've been consistently mothering these children, fathering these children, caring for your husband, caring for your wife, whatever your job may be. And God forbid, some of you have some job there where you're living with people and I feel... Yeah, the weather bad out here, and then let me show you. And then we're sitting up on ice cream and I want the ice rain. Right. See all that? white right now. We have land. The land white like a chalk right now. We have big land. And the road slippery. I hope no rain fall, because if the rain fall, it's going to be diabolical out here for real. Because you know that ice rain it's a mess. That's where people be in ditches, all kind of stuff, man. I'm telling you. And I'm a fast driver, but I don't drive fast in winter, child. I got to be safe. I don't drive fast in nobody winter. You crazy? I take my sweet little Humpty Dumpty time, because I'm not trying to fall off the wall. You hear me? You know when Humpty Dumpty jump off of the wall and had a great fall? I don't want to have a great fall, my love. Because I remember one year, you know, when I drive my Grand Jeep Cherokee to go on myself. I go up the street, and God forbid, because I don't even half of this is snow way out the door. And little black ice out there, little black ice, just little tip of black ice. When me look and see people crash, and I say, what is God? Me I crash too. Good day, me know me crashing now, so I start matching thing in my head, because my sister crash up here, no matter how you go. Because where we there drive, everybody drive slow, probably like 10 miles per hour. You me never kill nobody. Now me start look power me to put the car, because you know what? When you go in the ice and you glide and so you don't press no brake and they do all this brake thing and something. Make the car flow and you just steer it, make the car flow. You see me? Because if you go do the brakes thing and all this and all that, you go fling it. And me say, when me come up the street and see people are crash, me I look to my left and me I look to my right. And me start eyes out when me want to crash. And me see somebody to the left. Well, never have nobody in the passenger side. So I say, alright, then I go crash in that. I go crash in the passenger side, because it now go lick the driver. You see me? I remember I now go fast. So the impact would not be great. So I allow the car to just veer and hit them. But the car didn't stop this one. The car didn't want to tap this one. Goodie. The car go look up in the light post, and the car didn't want to tap this after when they look in the light post. Me say the car is a pin, the car is a room, and a spin because of the ice. The whole of my tie them pop off. God forbid me not the piece of rope. Because I remember the morning them there run out in the emergency if you go give somebody sitting on my car, got me yard for an accident, and then me need it. You understand? So me put on the piece of rope. God forbid me put on a panty. Yeah, God, you know the truth. And me just did it and me on the robe. And me say, God, you see now me come crash and me in a robe. Good thing say me never prowl out. You know? So you go up to your house, expect to come back your yard in 5 minutes, boom, you crash and no car, and man have 2 of your car gone. What a banger wrong. And when me look at one light post, so the car not tap the car go for the banking. When me look at 18 wheeler come, me say, God, I me that now. Me say, I me that man. God good to me, you know. God name make the 18 wheeler let me. For some reason, me escape that one day. But me they watch the 18 wheeler come to me as my car turn right in front of it. Because the car won't stop. The car lick this, so the car lick this, so the car lick this, so the car just a bounce, or in the place. I don't want big truck me a drive in time, you know. Black and black. Man, I love that car so much. I'm going to have to get back one of them cars, because I used to love my cherry bomb muffler. I ain't going to hold you. I like that. I got that. You see me? I let that car roar. You see me? I'm going to put on one straight pipe on him and one cherry bomb muffler. Go Google them and tell me what you think you can do. It's when you have that now, the car move like a hey. The car move and make some noise, man. Brother, me come like me. Hey, me come down. Rum. You know me serious, me a tomboy. That's why I love my motorcycle too. Yo, man, that's just me all the way, man. For real. But anyways, chatters, I love you. Keep your mental health intact. Situations are gonna, happen to us, and I don't want you to let it eat you alive. I want you to consider how much you allow these stresses to get on you. I want you to be okay. I want me to be okay. And I'm aware that our lives are, unpredictable. You don't know what type of stressors, will come, in your life. So it is also good to associate yourself with good people that give good godly, counsel, because sometimes you find yourself in a mental place where not even you know if you come out of. You understand? So you hold on to those people that are trustworthy, people that can really pray for you and be there for you mentally if you find yourself in a low place. Now, if you're in any kind of sense suicidal and you find yourself in a place that you feel like you don't want to be here no more, there are people out there that can help you. There are agencies as well as regular people that I know if you call me or you reach out to me and you tell me you're suicidal, I will definitely do my best to give you some services that you can call. Or also, I will do the due diligence of starting off with a prayer and just being able to talk to you about what brought you to the place where you feel like suicide is the only option and that you are worth more than giving up. You know, you're giving up yourself when you give up on life. And I know life is hard, but don't give up on yourself by taking your own life, because after you take your own life, there's no more repentance for you. You understand? The last thing you do, I take your own self away. And it's not, you know, you that give life or take it. So in no matter who you is or you feel like life hard, you should not even take your own life or your neighbor life. All right? Consider those words. Consider what I say. Channels, I love you. If you're not following the page, please ensure to follow us here at Chit Chat TV. Share this live to somebody who you think need to be encouraged in that area of mental health. If you know somebody close to you who you see that they need help, but they won't admit the truth. They won't, you know, sit back and say, well, me need a little help. Rare. Guess what? Send them the video. Some people won't care to watch it because facing the truth is harder than facing a lie. I promise you. Facing the truth is harder than facing a lie. It's easy to sit in lies. Don't lie to yourself. When your neighbor will lie to you, you do not lie to yourself. You stand for what's right. You get the help when you need it, and don't let nobody tell us you don't need the help. And don't be ashamed, because the help that is out there is for all people. You understand? The good, the bad, and the indifferent. Keep that in mind. You don't be ashamed because you need help. Anybody who sitting on a cuss because you need help is a fool. Is a fool. Is a fool, and that's not a friend to you. That's not a friend. It takes a real mature person to stand up and say, I need help. That's why who they walk with God are strong people them. Because to walk with God is hard. But it is easy to give in to the lust of your flesh every day. It is the easiest, simplest thing, because what? It is who you are. But with God, you have to put in work. You have to put in the work. You can't get overnight success with God. When you can't do it by sacrificing people and blood and all kind of sitting for where you want, you can't do it with God. You can only do it with Satan. Because Satan loves to make people feel frightened with things. You understand? So consider these words. All right? Have a blessed rest of your day. I love you guys. Bye.